Alright, hello. This is my video diary for class, obviously. So, my name's Owen McDaniel, and today is September 6th, 2018. One thing I'm looking forward to for this year is probably try to live up my senior year as much as I can. Like, do as much senior things as I can, because I'm starting to realize that this is the last year to kind of get my adolescence out, and my last year of high school, which is starting to become a big deal to me. Like, it's starting to mean a lot more than it did, like, going into the school year. Like, it's settling into me a little more. One thing I hope happen this year is I do good on my college entry exams, like my SAT, my ACT, and I get into my dream school, which is the University of Georgia. What do I think about Popka High School? I think it's a great school. Well, great athletics, and like the education's really good. It's just that you gotta make it. You gotta make it valuable, because it's easy to just waste all your opportunities. You gotta take a hold of all the opportunities you have, because there's vast opportunities at Popka High School. One thing I remember about elementary school is that I was uh, I was a very shy and timid kid. Like, I just stayed to myself a lot, and like I just always had my head in a book. Like, I was always reading as an elementary kid. Like, I'd read like three, four, five books at a time. Like, I loved reading. Like, that's like was my main passion in elementary school. Like, just reading. I'd go home, read all day before I started getting into like electronics and stuff like that. That ruined my brain. So yeah. One thing I remember about middle school was that I was kind of an asshole in middle school, because like I was I hit puberty a little earlier, so like all those hormones and stuff were flowing through me, and I was reckless. Like, I was always in trouble. I didn't really care at all. I still made good grades and stuff, but I just didn't care. Like, I was just there, and yeah, like middle school was a weird time for me, because that's like when I figured myself out. Like, I was in a time of transition, like going from like a shy and timid kid to kid that everyone could laugh at, because I just did stupid stuff that made people laugh, which I still kind of do. But I've been trying to like get back to the shy and timid self that I used to be, because I was innocent, and like my mind wasn't corrupted by all the things around me. One thing I remember most about last school year was probably baseball, because like I did that we had practice every day. We had games a couple times a week, and like that was probably one of the most fun times of my life, was my junior year baseball, because we were really like a family. Like, we were all well connected and stuff. Like, school, like junior year is like where I kind of slacked off a little bit. Like, my grades were still all good, but I just didn't care to study. I always turned everything in late. I was I was just like, meh. Like, it really didn't like matter too much to me at the moment. One thing I most remember about last school year was probably all the stupid stuff that happens at school. Like, people get in a fight, get in trouble, and doing stupid stuff outside school. Like, it was fun. It was like high school to me. Like, it's where you can get all your reckless stuff out of the way before you branch off into the adult world, and like realize that, oh, this stuff really matters now. The funniest thing that happened last school year was, oh, there's a lot of things. Probably all like you always ripping on Jesse. Like, that was pretty funny. Like, I enjoyed like watching and listening to that. My biggest success last school year was making it through the year, because like I was very unmotivated last year. Like I just didn't do. I was just wasn't on focused. I just couldn't stay focused. Like I just didn't want to do anything. I just go practice, go home, and sleep. And yeah, like it was kind of miserable, to be honest. When I look back on it, like junior year was like not my favorite year. It was probably my least favorite year of high school, I'd say, like by a long shot. It was just not fun to me. And everyone's right. Like most of the time, your junior is not the year that you're going to enjoy it at all. At this moment in time, like my best friends, I'd say like Chase. He's one of my really good friends, and like a lot of my teammates, like they always got my back. Those are my brothers. Like um, I know that I'd be well connected with a lot of them after high school, as we branch off into different like paths and stuff. Like I'm just excited to see everyone like grow and continue their like success on it out of school and whatever career path they take. This this upcoming 3 words for this upcoming year is hmm. I'd say stay very focused, because this is the year when you figure out what you're going to do for a large majority of your life. Like this is where you apply colleges and or go find a job right after high school and choose a career path that fits you. Like that's what I'm worried about. Like trying to find something that fits me. I have a lot of ideas and goals as to what I want to do in the future, which I'm kind of excited for and kind of not at the same time. Hmm. Hmm. Good question. I will always remember the memories in high school, because like this, it's a once in a lifetime experience. Like I'd say like on my underclass years, like I just I just want to get done with it, like and go on and do whatever the hell I wanted to do. But like as like senior year, like first week of school, I was like, damn, this is my last shot to like do everything that I have had on my bucket list, like for school and social activities, because I realize I'll never be with these group of kids ever again, and it scares me a little bit, because like it's it's tight knit being at like same school and stuff. Like I'll probably never see like a lot of these kids that I talk to a lot like ever again after May, which is a scary thought to think about. Like it truly is. Like I like even like from seniors last year, I probably have only seen one or two since they graduated. Like they just don't. Everyone just goes away and don't communicate with each other anymore. I don't know. I plan on after Apopka High School. I plan on going to University of Georgia to study law and get like my master's and my hopefully my doctorates to like get where I want to be in life, which is just to have a job that I enjoy having every single day, regardless of the money. Because if you have a job that you like, it really isn't work. It's something that you like to do instead of like being a 9 to 5 job that you just hate your life. Like you go home, do nothing, just mope around, have no social time. Like that's what I don't want to have in my future. Where do I think I'll be after my around my 10th high school reunion? I'm hoping that I'll have my doctorate's degree or my PhD or like my master's at the least, and I hope that I have a very steady job. I hope I have a wife and kids. Like that's what I want to impact future generations with. my kids. Like, I hope my kids will become more successful than I would be, let's say, at that time. Like, it's just all about te- it's all about giving back to the earth. Like, you're put on this earth to better the better the future, and by bettering the future, you work hard, impact people's lives, make your own life. But which I mean, like your kids and stuff. Teach them the ways that you want to teach them to be successful, and then they pass it on generation after generation, which has been done for thousands and thousands of years. Who do who do I know that I'll still know after 20 years from high school? I'm hoping I still keep in contact with like all the kids that I've become great friends with. Like I know with social media, I think it's a great tool for people to stay in contact and to see like how people are doing in their lives. But there's also a lot of downfalls, as you know, and I just think that being with being that this is the last year of high school, that I make as many friends and keep them as much as possible. Like, because once everyone goes off in the real world, a lot of people won't know what the heck to do. Like, it scares them. I'm not gonna lie to you, it scares me a little bit, but I know I'm ready for it. Like, it's it's a thought that everyone at age of 18 has to go through. Like, you're finally adult. You're almost on your own. Like, you have a job, you go to school, you start to pay bills for the first time. You just branch off in the real world and make a name for yourself. Like, it's crazy. Like, people that I've known that fall like to the wayside of the real world, like they're unprepared. And I look at those people and realize the mistakes that they made, so I cannot repeat the same mistakes that they did. Like, my senior year, I'm correcting everything I've done wrong. And like, I know I could come around stupid or goofy or whatever, but that's I just do that because it's like kind of like a little bit like insecurity, because I want to make people around me like happy and cheerful. Like, I just love being around positive people because it makes life better. Everyone's just bouncing ideas off each other. Like, and chemistry is just everything to me. Like, if you have good chemistry with your parents, your peers, the grown-ups, like, it makes you a much better person, and realizes that you are not like by yourself at all, because there will always be someone around you, whether you know it or not. Like, co-workers, your siblings, your cousins, your parents, your grandparents, your friends. Like, I don't know, it's a hard thought to think about. Like, it's just crazy seeing everyone grow up and stuff like that. And yeah, that's about it for my video diary. So I hope you like it. Alright, so like an important place at school for me, personally, is the DNN room, studio room, as you can see. We got the boys sitting at the table. I'm at this table a lot. Yeah. So like, the best thing that happened in 2018 for me, I'd say it was probably becoming a senior in high school, to be honest. Like, pretty cool. The worst thing that happened to me in 2018 was probably all the girl problems because, girls are crazy. How's school going this year? It's just going okay. It's just okay. Like, it's not good. It's not bad. There's been a lot of good moments, a lot of bad moments. So it's like right smack dab in the middle. So, yeah. My holidays were pretty good. Spent it with my family the whole time. Like, my stepbrother came down and stuff. One thing that happened that was a good thing was probably I got a new car. Yeah, that was probably the best thing that happened. I got a new car over winter break. What did I do New Year's Eve? I hung out with two of my best friends that I've grown up with, and we partied a little bit. So, yeah. The best song of 2018, I ain't even going to say the best song. I'm going to give you the best album. Best album 2018 was... there's a lot of good ones. I'll probably go with Drip Harder, Lil Baby Gunna. Best movie 2018? Couldn't tell you. I don't watch enough movies, as you know. What plans do I have for summer 2019? I plan on going to college early and enroll in the summer so I get some of my classes done and stuff like that, so I can have a head start. If I won't be at Pop High School, I'll be in college. Hopefully, either Florida State or University of Georgia are my two top colleges that I want to go to. The hardest thing between now and the end of school is probably showing up, because I've had a hard time showing up lately. Yeah, senior high just kind of hit me a little harder than I thought it would.
Alright, so it's about midnight. I'm doing my video diary. Last minute as usual. My year was okay. Senior year wasn't half as I expected it to be. Like, I had a lot of big plans and it just didn't work out, like, with school and stuff. Like, I just lost a lot of motivation for everything, so, yeah. My plans for next year, I'm attending UCF to study political science. Yep. The best thing about Pop High School, definitely all the drama and football games and stuff like that. Yeah, football games, drama. Yeah. I have the people I like to thank at AHS would be obviously you, Mr. Scale, great teacher. Mr. Hoover's, awesome teacher, great personality, always fun to be around. Mr. Peters, because he obviously was a very funny guy. Yeah, that's about it for him. Memorable teachers I had throughout the years. I'd say my 8th grade Algebra 1 teacher because he hated me. And my 10th grade chemistry class because I got kicked out of it. I had to get a new teacher. So yeah, that's about it. The last 4 years, I only regret a couple things. I wish I did my ACT and SATs at the beginning of my junior year instead of doing all of them at the beginning of my senior year. I wish I didn't lose motivation these last 2 years of high school, and I wish I worked harder in baseball because I could have been a lot better, but I wasn't bad. The most memorable moment of the school year. Well, it just happened today, but all the Abby Banks and drama, that's pretty memorable right now. In 10 years, I think I'll be married. Hopefully. I'll have a job, be a lawyer. That's the goal. hopefully I'm living somewhere in Central Florida, preferably like Lake Butler, Windermere. I like that area a lot. Yeah. Hopefully I have some nice kids, dog, whole typical American family, 9 to 5 bullshit. So yeah. Funniest thing that happened in DNN was probably all the screaming matches people had with each other. And you always yelling and saying some witty joke that was not funny, but it's funny. Also, anchoring was some of the most produces some funny moments in DNN, especially when they go off on a tangent. Most memorable thing in DNN was definitely doing the jobs because it taught me a lot, but it really didn't because I was just trying to get my grade. And one thing that Scahill said or did that, like, I'll remember. Oh, God, there's a lot for that. I'd say whenever he always gives me dirty looks, I'll remember that. All his funny jokes he said towards me and the compliments. And he was really funny you were really funny last year in film class because we had all the dodos in that class and they didn't really give a shit. And you didn't give a shit and you still don't. And some of the lines you said pretty funny. How do I want to be remembered? I want to be remembered as someone that always had a good time, smile on his face, always helpful, always nice to people. Like just someone that's always there. If you catch my drift. Well, I remember 20 years from now from AHS would definitely be all the sporting events I went to. Football games. I only went to football games. Fuck all that other shit. And definitely playing baseball because that was the most important thing to me for first 13 years of my life. So yeah, playing under the lights at J. Barnes Field, definitely something to remember. And here's my friend Natalia. I don't know what to consider. Them. Here's them. The Natalia.
Or you can say, here's Natalia. Just
Well,
Natalia. You want to go to someone and say, here's his.
Yeah, there's that. Alright, this is my video diary. I'm here with my friend Brian. He thinks he's cool because he's got an STI, but it's alright. I'm here with gay boy Chase. He thinks he's cute with his ugly ass beard that doesn't have a lineup.
He has an STD?
STI car.
So he has an STD.
Yeah. So here's Javi,
Owen had sex with a hillbilly in the school parking lot.
That's true, I saw it.
Yeah. Vape God.
Truck too.
Vape God Sebastian.
Owen had sex with a hillbilly in the school parking lot.
You did?
I mean the new Gomez.
I'm here with my friend
he's back.
Nick.
Fuck off.
He shoots great photos. He's pretty out there. I'm here with my best friend Scahill.
Yeah, I'm putting Henderson in here so you know nothing's going on.
What the hell did I do?
Nothing. That's the point.
Well, this is only going to you, so.
You're the one grabbing my shirt. That's definitely showing my material scale.
Oh no, this for the friends. Yeah, get it right. And here's Aiden. He's pretty smart.
I couldn't even spell it.
Assault.
And here's Max.
And pepper.
He's pretty cool.
So, what I'm hearing...
He's very woke.
So anyway, all this was going on.
Number 1, Chase Steiner. September 10th. What are you looking forward to this year? All the senior paint-ups, homecoming, prom. getting lit, what is one thing you hope will happen this year? Girlfriend, hopefully. What do you think about Apopka High School? It's kind of trash. I mean, it's not as bad as people think, but like, come on, guy. It's kind of weird. I didn't say anything. What is one thing you remember about elementary school? That I only had 2 teachers in the span of 4 years. Which is kind of cray. What is one thing you remember about middle school? A whole bunch of idiots fighting all the time. And I missed a penalty kick to win the game for my soccer team. What is the one thing you most remember about last school year? Skipping school all the time, because I did that like every day. What was the funniest thing that happened last school year? Not sure. Probably the lacrosse bus rides. What was your biggest success last school year? Getting a 4.6 GPA. At this moment in time, who are your 3 best friends? Shit. At this moment, I guess Hayden, Josh, and Matthew Hornybeck, or Jason, but like, I don't know. Describe the upcoming year in 3 words. Fun, going by slow. Oh, that was 3 words. Okay, well then going by slow. I will always remember high school, because high school is just rememberable, you know? Can you, like, okay. What do you plan to do after Apopka High School? Go to college, but I have no idea what I'm going to do at college, so, yeah, great plan. Where do you think you will be for your 10th high school reunion? Well, if you mean, like, in life, hopefully, like, done with college, have hella money, and maybe a family. Who do you know that you will still know 20 years from now? Probably Hayden, because I've been friends with her since, like, 6th grade. And she's, like, my bestie, you know? Even though we don't get to hang out that much, it's, like, it's still, like, a good bond, you know? Adios. Skirt. Oh, shit. Hello, this is my video diary. What was the best thing that happened in 2018? In 2018, probably going on my cruise, because it was just fun. I don't know, I can't really remember, like, the best thing, but, like, that was one of the best things. What was the worst thing that happened in 2018? Probably being on the varsity lacrosse team but not playing at all in 2018. That was 2018, not this year. How is school going this year? It's going good. Grades fire. Senior year is easy. I only have 4 classes, so it's pretty chill. How were your holidays, and what was one thing that happened that was a good thing? My holidays were pretty good. I went nowhere for Christmas break, but I got new tires, new headlights, a whole bunch of new stuff for my car. What did you do New Year's Eve? I got lit at a party. You know. What was the best song of 2018? Probably Sicko Mode by Travis Scott and Drake. The best movie of 2018? I don't really watch movies like that, so I have no idea. But probably one of like the Marvel ones or Spider-Man or something like that. What plans do you have for summer of 2019? In the summer, I'm going to be going to college at UCF because I got accepted for the summer term. And then and go on vacation somewhere. If you will not be at Apopka High School, where will you be in college? What is going to be the hardest thing to do between now and the end of school? Probably just finishing, because right now I'm lazy as heck and like I don't want to do anything. So I mean, I still got it, but like it's just I'm ready to go. So just finishing like easy work that just takes time. It's just pointless. So that's type of stuff. All right, I'm done. All right, I'm at a particular spot with the homies. Every time I'm at this table, I remember how Justin gave me a wedgie right in this exact spot, and my eyes were big, and Skeho left. Goodbye. Hello. All right. The final video diary. Here we go. How is the year now that we are at the end? The year felt like this year felt so weird. Like the first half of the year felt like a whole different like year by itself. Like the first half of the year, I hung out with completely different people. It's just crazy, but it was pretty good overall. What was the most memorable moment of the school year? Honestly, the most memorable moment of the school year is happening literally right now. This girl right now is like got exposed from this video, and like it's blowing up. So that's one of them. Where do you think you'll be in 10 years? Hopefully at a job that I'm making good money off of, with a wife and kids. Actually 27, wife and kids. I don't know about that, but I hope a good job. What was the funniest thing that happened in your D&N class? I can't think of the funniest, but one of the funniest is Dylan sticking his finger up Nick Carey's butt and then them just chasing. I don't even know. I can't really think of one right now, but what was the most memorable thing that happened in your D&N class? For me, is honestly when the most memorable thing that happened in your D&N class. I remember the Christmas exchange a lot this year. I don't know why, but because Natalia gave me Dunkin' Donuts. Bless up, Natalia. What is one thing that Scale said or did that you'll remember? He wouldn't let me microwave my chicken at his room because it stank. Is there anyone at AHS you would like to thank? If not, think of one. So I was going to say no, but I guess Scahill, because he let me eat lunch in his room every single day. And without you, would have to go sit in the AIDS cafeteria, which is I do not want to do because that's annoying. What do you think you will most remember years from now about your years at AHS? How useless this school is. I basically learned nothing. Yeah. How do you want to be remembered? Funny, smart, I guess, big, you know what I'm saying? Sorry. Add a video clip of you and your best friend of best friends. If you don't think you have, unscalable volunteer. Although you've got to be kidding if you think you don't have any friends. Alright, I'll add a clip. Bye. Alright.
Hey.
This is my DNA friend.
Don't fucking lie, we're not friends.
We're acquaintances.
We're lovers.
Hello, my name is Sidia Ali, and I will be doing my video diary questions. What was the best thing that happened in 2018? Probably the family cruise that I went on. It was my first one, and we went to the Bahamas. The worst thing that happened in 2018, probably, I had a couple of relatives that passed away. It kind of just wasn't one. It was a lot of, deaths that happened, so not just really the worst thing, but it was kind of a combination of bad things. How's school going so far this year? It's actually really good. Like my senior year, I'm actually pretty proud of myself. How are my holidays? My holidays were actually really good. I had a really fun time for Christmas and New Year's. Like, you know, me and my family always do stuff, so it's always a good time. But yeah, it was actually really good. One thing that I did for New Year's was we had a party actually at my house, and a lot of my family came over. I had a couple of friends from school. We did a couple of fireworks. We watched a couple of fireworks from the neighborhood. The best song of 2018, shoot. That I might have to say Every Season by Roddy Ricch, because that's my jam. I know like every lyric to it. The best movie? Dang, what's best movie? I don't remember seeing any movies, to be honest. I gotta think about this one a little bit. Like, I don't recall. So my favorite movie of 2018 probably had to be Crazy Rich Asians, because I really didn't think it was gonna be that good, but it was actually really good. And I love romance movies and comedy, and that was like a mixture of both, so it was really good. If you haven't watched it, I suggest you do. What are the plans that I have for 2019? That's a lot of plans. You know, it's my senior year. I'm finally getting out of high school. I really want to go on a trip. I know I'm going to Atlanta, but it's not necessarily like your ideal trip. It's kind of like a business trip. But I want to go on a trip with like me and maybe like a couple of my cousins or maybe some friends, and you know, just have a good time, you know, before I start a whole new chapter of my life in college. You know, just a little like stress relief and just get my mind away from things aside from school and work. But yeah, those are my plans, or my hopefully to be plans. Well, I won't be at Apopka High School because I'm graduating this year. Where will I be? Well, because I'm not exactly sure what I want to do with my life yet, in instance of college and my life and my career, I probably will be attending Seminole State College for at least my first 2 years, at least. What is going to be the hardest thing between now it's really just wrapping up my grades and my SAT and ACT scores, and you know, prom and graduation and grad bash. You know, those things are stressful senior year. But I mean, I'm really just trying to take life one day at a time and just trying to enjoy it, because you know, time flies by, and although it's going to be hard, I'm just going to try to enjoy it, because I know at the end of the day and at the end of the year, I'm going to miss high school for a fact. So, thank you. Okay, hello. This is my spot because I've been here for all 4 years of my high school career. Freshman through senior year, all different reasons, but I just always end up here. So it has a lot of significance to me. No. Hello, I'm Sidi Ali, and today's date is September 9, 2018. What am I looking? Oh shit.
I'm about to say, baby, that's
September
my birthday.
7th, 2018. My fault. What is one thing I'm looking forward to this year or hoping will happen? Better grades to get into a good college, all that. What do you think about Popka High School? I like a Popka. It's fun. Everybody, kind of knows everybody. So, what is one thing you remember about elementary school? I was good, all good intentions, all my teachers loved me, all good things. What is one thing I remember about middle school? Middle school, that's kind of where it got a little tough, to be honest. But middle school, I don't know, that was kind of just the transition years. What was the funniest thing that happened last school year? Oh my god, so me and a couple of my friends, we're chilling or whatever. So these two boys come up to us, and the kid that's talking is trying to get the other kid put on with one of our friends, but he's talking when the other kid is right there, like why are you not singing for yourself? Like it was really really funny. So what was your biggest success last school year? Shoot, passing. I mean, honestly. At this moment in time, who are your three best friends? Drez, Wendy, my camera girl, and probably Tion. Of course, my cousins. Describe the upcoming year in 3 words. Fun. Hopefully successful. I don't know. I will always remember high school. What do you plan on doing after Popka High School? Definitely college to try to be a nurse. Where do you think you will be for your 10th year high school? Hopefully I'll be successful, with some kids, with a husband, I got a nice house, my career all started. Who do you think that you will still know from 20 years from now? Hopefully my 3 best friends that I just named, and just more people from high school. But yeah, that's it.
My name is Wendy Vasquez, and today is September 6th. This school year, I am looking forward to the events. Maybe participate in some of them since it's my senior year. So prom is definitely on the list. One thing I hope that will happen this year is pass my classes. With a good grade and whatever. What do I think about a Popka? Popka is ratchet. A Popka is ghetto. It's a big school. Nobody gets along. It's ugly. It's trashy. What else can I say? One thing I remember about elementary school is in 4th grade, I was at the playground with my friends, and there was this bar, and I sat on the bar, the bar pole, and I was supposed to hold on, and my friend was gonna push me forward so I could do a 360 holding on to it. But I wasn't holding on to the pole when she pushed me, and I fell. I hit my head, and I told my teacher, "Oh, I hit my head. I don't feel good." She said, "Okay, go to the nurse." I went to the nurse. I never told her I hit my head. So she just gave me some ice. She said, "You're good. Go back to class." I went back to class. I told my teacher again, "I'm not feeling good." Okay. And she said, "Okay, put your head down." So I put my head down, and I fell asleep. Woke up, threw up. So they sent me back to the clinic. So I explained to her, "Okay, I hit my head." She said, "Well, you never told me that you hit your head. If you would have told me that, I wouldn't have sent you back to class." So I stayed at the clinic, and I couldn't fall asleep. I didn't know I couldn't fall asleep once I hit my head. and we just waited for my brother to get there. One thing I remember about middle school is one of the fights my girl got in. It was in the cafeteria, and she beat that ass. I have no problem with the girl though. I just yeah. One thing I remember, and was about last year, is a fight that happened after school around December, and it was my group of friends, and my boyfriend and his friends. And yeah, but let's not get into that because it's a whole. The funniest thing that happened last school year, I don't really remember anything specifically, but 7th period was always funny with Miss Kelly and Bianca, George. So that's good. The biggest success last year was cutting off a guy and coming back to myself, getting back with the people I would hang out with. It's not really a success, but I consider it as one because yeah. At this moment, who are my 3 best friends? I don't really have friends like that. I don't really specifically have best friends, but my 3 closest friends are Bianca Suarez, Alejandra Maya, and Sidia Ali. This upcoming school year, describe it in 3 words. Exciting, very nervous, exciting, nervous, scary. Yeah, it could be scary. I will always remember I will always remember freshman year when I got detention with this lady. She was a total bitch. I'm not gonna say her name, but yeah, she was a bitch. And she gave me detention because I wouldn't switch seats. Listen, okay. What do I plan to do after Apopka? I plan to go to college, a community college. I'm really considering going to Valencia or going to Seminole. I don't really know yet, but I need to get started on it. It's my senior year, and I need to move. Where do I think I'll be for my 10th high school reunion? I'm most likely to be in Apopka. Most likely. I don't really know if I'll be anywhere else. I'm pretty sure I grew up in Apopka. Probably gonna stay in Apopka. Who knows? Who do I know now that I will know 20 years? It is one of my closest friends. I've known him since 2nd grade. He's always been there for me. He's like a brother to me. His name is Dominic Morales. Best thing that happened in 2018 has to be the birth of my niece, Catalina. Isn't she the cutest little baby? Worst thing 2018 was day after 4th of July. Waking up to the news that my uncle had passed away. Okay, how is this year going? So far, it's been good. I have really good grades. Never expected it. So, yeah. Really think senior year has to be one of the easiest high school years. My holidays were really good. Christmas was great. So was New Year's. Family was all here. And I hope that happens again because we never get together like that. New Year's Eve, we spent it here at my house. I think we made tacos. I think it was tacos. And everybody, well, not really everybody, but family here in Apopka came down to the house, and I spent it with my boyfriend, and we just had a good time as a family. Best song of 2018? I don't think I have one. But the best movie is definitely Avengers Infinity War. That movie, if you haven't seen it, you have to watch it. Plans for summer 2019. I graduate this year. I plan to go to Mexico, see my brother after like 2 years. I haven't been down there, and I'm so excited. Between now and the end of the school year, I think the hardest thing is gonna have to be having to adapt to the fact that I'm not gonna be in school anymore. I'm going into adulthood. I have to get used to the fact that everything's gonna be different, and by the end of the school year, I could like be prepared mentally, physically on what is waiting for me in real life.
It's okay. This is the most memorable spot. I'm here every morning since freshman year. Yeah, Marlon. Okay. A lot of shit went down here. A lot of arguments.
So this was my last year at Apopka, and honestly, I'm so glad it's almost over. But it was one of the easiest years, but most expensive years of high school. But other than that, everything this year was so good. My plans for next year are to go to Westside Tech for the medical assisting program, which is a program for about 13 months. And that's what I'll be doing. Hopefully have a job on the side. But as of right now, that's what I know for sure that I will be doing. I think the best thing about Apopka is the diversity. Like, there is so many different people, and that is honestly, to me, that is one of the greatest things. Okay, if I would thank anybody, it would be Dr. Williams, because she helped me get out of intensive reading, and she was one of the realest teachers that I've ever had, and it's so much love for Dr. Williams. Memorable teachers from Apopka are going to be, again, Dr. Williams, Miss Kelly, Miss Cahill. They were all like the funniest teachers I've had, including Miss Partain. They obviously know how to do their job, but know how to make it fun. If there's anything I would regret from the last 4 years of high school, is that I let people like put me last in situations. I let people bring me down. I let people make a fool out of me. And honestly, this last year, I learned how to appreciate myself more. And I'm so glad I did. The most memorable moment this year would have to be when I got my acceptance letter for medical assisting. I was so happy. In 10 years, I'll be 28. Lord, I hope I have kids by that time, because that's kind of old. But I hope to have a pretty home, a stable relationship, or whatever. And then I hope I have like a good, like, money related, you know. I hope I make good money by that time. Yeah. I think the funniest, I don't really recall anything like really funny, but the one thing that actually made me laugh was the fact that one of my classmates, Owen, he signed up to do one of the jobs for DNN, and he messed the whole thing up, and it was really funny because I guess he ended up pressing all these random other buttons, and we had to wait for like 15-20 minutes till everything was ready with what he was doing. The most memorable thing that happened in the DNA is honestly gonna have to be Thanksgiving dinner and Secret Santa. Those were like really special moments where we all came together and shared our moment. I think one thing I'll always remember that Scahill said, he didn't personally say it to me, but he said it in his office to other people that weren't in there. Or he mentioned how immigrants actually come to the United States and do the jobs Americans don't do. And I really appreciated his comment like so much, because not everyone speaks on that. And he let other students know that that is why they come here. And I really respect him so much for saying that comment. Love you so much, Scahill. I honestly hope to be remembered as a sweet girl who tried helping everybody, who tried being nice to everybody, and yeah. I honestly think that in 20 years, I will remember the fights from Apopka High School. Those could never go unmissed. Like, there was fights everywhere for all different types of reasons. Big fights, little fights, the graffitis they vandalized the bus loop. And DNN was a really fun class that I had. I took it 2 years and I'm so glad I did. And now I will be inserting a clip right here of me and my friends this school year.
The best thing that happened to me in 2018. Oh damn, there wasn't a lot of good things that happened. Shit. Breaking up with my girlfriend.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah. All right. Next question.
I know who she is. What was the worst thing that happened in 2018?
Oh, I almost got arrested.
Yeah,
you almost
for
get
what?
I got a felony, but I didn't.
Elaborate.
So yes, for Grand Theft Auto.
He got threatened with the felony.
In real life, Grand Theft. All right, next question.
Wait.
How's school going? Who's
Carter?
Wait, I've got to answer the question. What?
Bad or good school year? Yes.
Mediocre.
Okay.
I like. Okay, wait. I like the part where I leave third period because those aren't my real classes. Don't fucking question my methods.
Does it look like a boat?
But school, yeah, it's all right. And then next question.
How were your holidays, and what was one thing?
Oh, they were fucking great.
Okay.
I mean, Christmas, I got like $100 in Wawa gift cards, so I was slapping out. Yeah, it was good. And then,
look like a boner?
oh my god. Anyway, what next question?
Does that look like a boner? Like if you were to see someone walking.
No.
That's fucking amazing.
right,
what
next.
did you do for New Year's Eve?
Oh, New Year's Eve, I got real fucked up. It was great. Best New Year's ever.
My mom's gonna watch this and regret knowing.
The only good part about 2018 was that.
What was the best song
Next
of
question.
2018? Was good.
No, I did not. Next.
What was
I'ma
the
get
best
mono.
song of 2018?
The best song? I don't fucking know. Next question.
I said best song of 2018.
Oh, I didn't answer that. I really don't care. Next question.
That's an actual song. Okay. Best movie of 2018.
I don't really care either, but I'll say Infinity War.
Green Book. What
Be that
plans-
basic white bitch.
What plans do you have for the summer of 2019?
Oh my god, the summer of 2019. I graduate, so that means I'm gone. I'm out of here.
Beach boy.
I'm gonna go to the Dominican Republic
Dominican.
All expenses paid, because I'm great. Next
You
question.
literally finessed yourself into a different country. If you will not be at Apopka High School, we're Dominican Republic. Yes.
Not here.
What is going to be the hardest thing to do between now and the end of school? Not my mom
Shit.
and not your dad.
Your mom and your dad at the same time.
Joke's on you, I don't know who he is.
Alright, this is my favorite spot in Apopka High School. It's the DNN room.
It's also in the arms of James Henderson.
Yes, sir. This is a real man right here. Oh, but a real man, my boy Natalia right here. That's a real man. Alright, Chase. And then this guy. And then, yeah. Yeah. Alright, this is the final video diary. So today is, what's today? Saturday, April 27th, 2019. Question 1, how was the year now that we are at the end? I mean, this year, probably my favorite year of high school. Next to that, my freshman year, so it's been a while since I've had a good year in high school, so it's about time. Question 2, what was the most memorable moment of the school year? I mean, I had a lot of memorable moments, but I think the most memorable would be my last water polo game, because just after the game was over, just looking at the pools, like, that's it, I'm done. I don't even know if I'm ever going to play again, but I don't know, it was sad, but it also reminded me of, you know, enjoying the sport for the last 2 years and all the sports I've played. So, question 3, where do you think you will be in 10 years? Honestly, I have no idea at all. I could be anywhere in 10 years. But if I had to guess, probably still Florida. What I'll be doing, I really couldn't even tell you. Question 4, what was the funniest thing that happened in your DNN class? Funniest thing, I don't know, it's just Nick always showing his body. Scahill hated that shit, but it was always funny. Question 5, what was the most memorable thing that had happened in your DNN class? I don't know. Chase's room clearing farts, those were always funny and disgusting, but memorable. 6, what is one thing that Scahill said or did that you will remember? When he was talking about the one story, shithead or shithid, it's shithead. Question 7, is there anyone at AHS you would like to thank? Yeah, a lot. Everyone, all my teachers pretty much, even though I didn't really care for every single one, but I mean most of them were good. Scahill, Russell, Peters, and then many others. Trumpeter, just people that might not be there for very much longer. Question 8, what do you think you will most remember years from now about your years at AHS? Probably the teachers, because I had some pretty memorable teachers, and just the sports, the team, the coaches, the players. I'll always remember those. Question 9, how do you want to be remembered? I guess just an overall good person that could be friends with anyone. And no, mainly I want to be remembered as just that person that could get along with anyone, and you could be friends with him and he understands you, and just an overall, just a good guy. Shane, turn around. Jane.
My name is Javier Garcia. Today is August 5th, 2018. What am I looking forward to most this year? Homecoming. One thing that I hope will happen this year, get good grades. What do you think about Apopka High School? It is what it is, but I'm ready to go. What is one thing I remember about elementary school? It was fun. Middle school, it just started going downhill from there. One thing I remember most about last school year, finally feeling like an adult. Biggest successes last year was finishing with a 4.0. At this moment in time, who are my three best friends? John, Connor, and Shelby. Describe the upcoming year in 3 words. Fast, fun, and sad. That's probably the best ones. Okay, I will always remember my friends, like my best friends. Plans after high school. I plan to join the Marines. Where do you think you'll be for your 10th high school reunion? I don't know. Probably out of state or something. It depends where I move to. Who do you know that you will still know 20 years from now? Probably Connor and John and Shelby, because they're good friends. The best thing that happened to me in 2018 is I met the love of my life. The worst thing that happened in 2018 was that I tore my meniscus. The school year is going pretty good. It's ups and downs. Just the same stuff over and over again, and it gets annoying. The holidays, they were pretty good. One good thing is I really got to spend like close time with my family. It'll be my last holiday with them. What did I do New Year's? I went to a church lock-in, and we played a bunch of games all night. It was really fun. Best song of 2018? I have to go with Sunflower by Post Malone. Best movie of 2018? I go with Avengers. And plans for summer of 2019. So my plans begin with going on a trip to Canada with my friend, then going on a cruise with my family, then going to church camp for the last time, and then to close it off, I'll be going to the Marines in August, South Carolina, Paris Island. I'm excited about that. Excited about all of it. So I won't be out of Apopka High School. Next year I'll be in the Marines. The hardest thing between now and the end of school, probably just finishing it. I mean, like I said, the stuff's really repetitive. I really think they could cut it shorter if they really wanted to. But yeah. Alright, so this is the most memorable spot in Apopka for me, just because this is the area where I sat with my friend John at lunch all last year. We just talked about anything, everything. Had like life talks at lunch, but I don't know, this is a cool area. Became close friends, and yeah. How was the year? My year was pretty good. Just a good way to go out. Most memorable moment of the school year was probably the first day. I thought it was gonna be like different, like just become a senior, everything's gonna be like special, but like still you still get certain classes done. So I mean it had its moments, but the first day I thought it was gonna be like different, but it was kind of the same. as all the other years. Where do I think I'll be in 10 years? Hopefully I'm in Florida somewhere, but I want to have a family by then. Hopefully 28 family. Funniest thing that happened in the DNN class, it's when, I forgot who was in there. I think it was Aiden and who was the other guy? I can't remember who the other person was. And Mr. Scahill, that's all. And it was me. We were the only people in the class. When someone started talking about like this thing called Jacob's Ladder, it's not the song, but it's something else. But we just started like laughing and like it's a weird thing. Google it, but if you do, expect something weird. Most memorable moment in DNN class, probably Thanksgiving, just cause like I was ready to eat. Like I didn't eat the whole day, and I ate so much, and people were just like looking at me. I guess they didn't think I could eat that much. But one thing that Mr. Scahill always did or said that I'll always remember is like whenever he would like snap on someone, he would always say I'm old and cranky. Like that's all he would say. Like he's not that old, but whatever. Someone at Apopka High School I'd like to thank would be Miss Woods. She's a great teacher. That's from junior year, my English class. Just a great teacher, a great person. She's gone through a lot, and she still like gave great advice and set some good a good role or good she was a good role model to follow, and set a great example of how you should carry yourself. One thing that I remember about myself about these past years and coming years, I'll probably look back and think like how much I changed like from freshman year to now. Like freshman year I played football and I was in all of that, so I hung out with like the football players and everything, which I'm still friends with them. I just not like I don't hang out as much, but I'd say the way that I changed is I guess I invested more in myself, not in a selfish way, but I'm just a different person. I'm friends with different people, not just a certain group. I try to be friends with everyone. One thing, how I want to be remembered to everyone, if they remember one thing about me, I don't ever want it to be like a negative thing. I just want people to think about like, oh, he was a kind person, like, whoever it was, whoever you were, he treated you with respect, no matter who you were, what you did. Just a great person, a great guy. Yeah, just a great person.
Hey, scooter closer. There we go. Hey, and he goes center.
All right, ready?
Hey,
go, Javi. Take a little bite.
Stop being a baby.
Hey, 3,
and bite
2,
it.
1.
Oh my God. Is your face still there? Don't open your eyes.
He can't, bro, his nose, bro.
Okay, go and talk to him.
Bro, he cannot breathe. Bro, he's a mouth breather now.
Javi.
Hey, that's good.
I forgot I had this in my hand. These cookies are so good. Screw anybody who doesn't like these. Put this down. I'm not editing none of this out, Scahill, so I'm sorry. I totally forgot to do this. I don't know why, but okay. All right. So, my name is Kadesha. Today is October? September 6th, 5th, 6th. It's one of those. What are you looking forward to this school year? I'm looking forward to prom, homecoming, getting my acceptance to college, and just getting out of here, like getting out of Papka in general, and just starting my life. You know. What is one thing that you hope will happen this year? One thing that I hope will happen this year is to get accepted into basically all the colleges that I applied to. So then I have a harder choice, and you know, I could just flex like my scholarship applications, like some money, I could flex like that. And what do you think about a Apopka High School? I feel like a Apopka High School is it's kind of lame. It's lame because the band director, like, he wants to keep everything traditional and doesn't want to change anything. Like, we could be listening to like songs like Drake and all that stuff like right now through the band and stuff, because literally everybody else's band really does outdo us in the halftime shows. Like, we just be looking so embarrassing. It's just ridiculous. Oh, excuse me. I wish there was more minority programs, you know. And yeah, what is one thing that you remember about elementary school? One thing that I remember is me cutting a girl's finger off in elementary. So basically what happened was I dropped something underneath the table, and then like the girl kept kicking me, and like she was like hitting me like that. And I don't know if it was like, I don't remember if it was like playing or like serious. I don't remember, but either way I just went snip and that bit was full leaking. And then that's all I remember. And then I just remember walking in the hallway with like me crying, walking out the hallway and stuff like that. And I was like, oh my god, my mom was gonna whoop my ass and stuff like that. That's it. I don't know what happened after that. I don't know if I got suspended, none of that. What do you no, that's the wrong question. What do you one thing that you remember about middle school? One thing that I remember is Kick. Like, everybody, Kick used to be popping. People used to have group messages and stuff like that. Kick is like a messaging app. It's kind of like Snapchat. It's kind of like WhatsApp, but like for teenagers and like younger, you know what I'm saying? What is one thing that you most remember about last school year? I remember like the fights, people getting arrested for doing a prom pose on campus, which was way too like doing the most. I remember, what else do I remember? The basketball team, our basketball team, JV, was great. Varsity was okay. Yeah. Funniest thing that happened to you last school year? Nothing really funny. I mean, stuff funny happened, but not like the funniest, like, oh my gosh, like I'm dying laughing, ha ha ha. But I don't really know. I don't remember. What was your biggest school success last school year? My biggest success is like moving on to another like grade level. Like, I'm surprised I passed. Like, I barely passed too, bro. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, that's my biggest success. And pulling off homecoming, because I did everything last minute. I wore my birthday dress because my birthday's in May, so I had to rewear my birthday dress, to do my hair last minute, and just do everything so last minute. I'm so surprised I even went. At this moment in time, who are your three best friends? My dog Genesis, my dog Zanaya, my dog Shantae, and my dog Zach. I know it's not three, but hey. Describe the upcoming school year in 3 words. Get out this bitch. Or that's not even 3 words. What's up with me, like, not even like counting the words? I don't know, like, get out this bitch. Give me my diploma. I will always remember you and Miss Ramirez because you guys are my favorite teachers ever. What the hell? What do you plan to do after Apopka High School? What I plan to do after Apopka High School is going to FAMU, the Rattlers, hopefully, and you know, majoring in computer informational systems with a minor in either business administration or fashion merchandising or marketing. I kind of wanted to be EMT and kind of try that route, but I can handle blood and like guts and all that stuff, but I just can't give people shots. I hate shots. Oh my god, I hate them so much. Where do you think you'll be for your 10th high school year? Rich, bougie, and rich. Who do you know that you'll still know 20 years from now? My best friends, my road dogs, you know, that's basically it. Just my road dogs that I just be hanging out all the time, you know. My dog Nate, my dog, I got a lot of dogs, so I ain't gonna go no, I'm not gonna go on anymore, but that is my video. Hope you enjoy Scale. What was the best thing that happened this year and the worst thing that happened this year? The worst thing that happened this year was one of my closest friends being slimy, and I had to cut her off, and she went on a rule of basically saying drama, starting stuff. The best thing that happened was basically that, because it just showed me who to mess with, who not to mess with. It was a lesson to learn, and I'm glad that she showed me her true colors, so I would know in the future like who to look out for and stuff like that. Right now, school for me is going kind of iffy. It could have been better, you know. I didn't get into my dream college that I wanted to get into, but I took that as a lesson as well, and just told me to work harder. It's kind of stressful right now because, you know, that's when you're getting your college acceptances and testing and all that other stuff. So that's what I would say. And then the holiday, what happened on holiday? My holidays were good, and a good thing that happened in the holidays is just every year my family comes together, and it's very, I guess, calming to me and positive, and we all have a good time and stuff like that. New Year's Eve, I threw a big little kickback party with my friends. And all my friends got to come over. We drank champagne. Well, not champagne. The Welch brand champagne to like commemorate like going into the new year and stuff like that. We just had a good time, a blast, you know, smoked some loud and stuff like that. So it was overall pretty good for my new year. The best song of 2018, I think it was Cardi's album. That was good. This one, Glock 9, came out and got signed and stuff like that. So I can't really pick a song, but their albums are really good, and I like their albums. And like all the upcoming artists that came out during this year were really good as well. Best movie of 2018, hands down, Black Panther, hands down. Don't care what nobody got to say. That's the best movie. Period. So most likely for summer of 2019, I probably won't like get right after the week of graduation. I'll be going to Valdosta State, and I'll be doing the summer program. So basically my summer will be in a whole different area, and yeah, that's really it. And that's how my summer's gonna go. I'm gonna get ahead in classes and stuff like that, so I'm not gonna have enough time to like get a job, make money, all that stuff. What's gonna be the hardest thing to do now is just basically stay motivated and like not have senioritis, and just keep pushing it to the very end. We got like what, 2 months, really 2 months left. 2 months, like I feel like a month and a couple days, a couple weeks left, and then we're out of here. Okay, this is my video diary. This is the place that I chose of the story that I'm going to be telling. And that's gonna be our senior night. I'm here in the girls' basketball, what's it called, locker room. As you can see, on our senior night, they decorate everything. You see back there. Say, hey guys. Oh. They decorated everything, and we're just gonna talk about like how our senior night went and so forth.
Our senior night did not go as planned.
It really didn't. Our senior night did not go as planned, but it still was fun. Like,
it was fun, and I appreciate all the underclassmen.
The hype up of like us finally waiting for our senior night and it finally getting here, and like we doing like the run out, got t-shirts, decorations, all that. We just felt really special on that day, even though it really did not go as planned, as normal senior nights go.
Right, but overall it was real fun, and I really like to thank my teammates for doing everything that they did for us, even though we kept trying to like peek and see what they had going on, but couldn't. But I really do appreciate everybody who came out, everybody who supported, everybody who whatever the woo.
Everybody who supported came out, helped decorate, We got cake. We got gift goodie bags, basically, with our pictures, posters. The whole gym was decorated, and it was just really a good time. And that's really it. And that's how our senior night went. This year was pretty straight, kinda drama-ish, just a little bit. What are your plans for next year? Next year I'll be going to Valdosta State University, or maybe possibly transferring to FAMU. What's the best thing about Popka High School? To be honest, really, the best things are the events: prom, homecoming, senior skip days, games, football games, definitely basketball games as well. Is there anyone at AHS that you would like to thank and why? I like to thank Miss Ramirez, even though she's not here anymore. That was my dog. She helped me with a lot of college stuff and got me into the college where I'm going to now. Who were memorable teachers you had throughout the years? Probably Scahill, and yeah, that's it. Is there anything that you regret in the last 4 years of high school or doing it? Befriending these snake assholes. Okay, anyways.
Y'all can curse in these things?
Yeah.
Jesus.
What's the most memorable of the school year? The most memorable moment of the school year is probably basketball season. That's always my favorite my favorite time of year. Where do you think you'll be in 10 years? In 10 years, I'll be 27. Probably working at a fashion magazine business in LA or New York, or managing like a basketball player or a celebrity. What's the funniest thing that happened in Eugenia's class? I don't know. Funny things don't really happen because we don't really hang out with them. So, I don't know. What was the... Oh, shit.
The questions that you ask people and their responses.
What was the most memorable thing? Okay, what is one thing that Scahill said or did that you remember? What's the thing that you go, no. Or whatever he does. Or the... Me first, you second, whatever. How do you want to be remembered? I want to be remembered as a nice, kind person and genuine. What is one thing you'll remember most about? 20 years from now, probably Scahill. Yeah, Scahill when we come back for a reunion or whatever. And then here's a clip of me and my friends.
Bad bitch wanna be Gucci down. Bad bitch wanna be Gucci down. Little bitch wanna be Gucci down. You pull out the city, better shoot me now. Get us out of bed, now you wanna move me now. Bad.
Okay. What's the best thing that happened in 2018? I got a car. Worst thing that happened in 2018? I crashed that car. 3. How's school going this year, good or bad? It's senior year, so can't complain. It's doing really good. How were my holidays and what happened to you that was a good thing? I got to see family from New York and Texas. They all came down, good time. What did I do New Year's Eve? I got very drunk. 6. Best song of 2018, Mo Bamba. Best movie of 2018, Avengers. Plans I have for summer 2019, work, get some money. I will not be at Popka High School. Where will I be? Either working or going into the military. More than likely military. It's the hardest thing to do between now and the end of school. Grasp how much time I have left until I'm finally done with everything. That's one of the hardest things I've got to go through. So, last year with all my group of friends, mainly seniors, a lot of them aren't here right now, they're off doing their own thing. We used to all come sit right here. We'd fill up all the way down. And every time I walk down here, I would think of all the things we used to do as a group, and all my close friends, and how everyone's off doing their own thing.
Alright, it's Sebastian. Now we've come to the end after only being in this class for 3 quarters. Lots happened. How was my year? My year wasn't the best, but I learned a lot from it. Learned a lot of lessons. People have come and go, but they leave lessons behind. Plans for next year. I plan on doing photography as well as ad marketing and joining the military after that. The best things of Apopka. Nothing really I can say towards that, but they do know how to bring people together. Like, it's not their main goal, but they know how to bring friendships, relationships, a mentoring, everything like that. Anyone I'd like to thank Scahill for accepting me into his class, as well as letting me be a part of DNN and everything I can do with that. Some of the most memorable teachers have to be Scahill and Chabot. Love these guys. They always make class a little bit better, whether they're being serious or joking around. They know how to lighten up a mood or get straight to the point and everything like that. Any regret in the last 4 years, not giving it my all, waiting to the last second to do things. Most memorable moment in the past year has to be joining water polo and actually being able to play after dislocating my arm twice and finally getting in there, but not knowing what to do because I never thought I'd get there and always scared I'd dislocate it in the water. That was pretty good. Where will I be in 10 years? Hopefully in the military. Plan on joining the Marines or maybe Navy to be corpsman, but I want to get out there and I want to help and make a change. Funniest thing that's happened in DNN. When Scahill got a scam caller, an Indian scammer, and he answered the phone with the same accent and started cursing at him, and the guy got so offended and it made everybody laugh. It was so good. We should have recorded it, but it was amazing. Most memorable thing that happened this past year has to be most memorable thing. All the times we'd skip class and go get breakfast, go in late. It's just, we have a lot of those little moments that mean a lot. Not particularly DNN, but with my group and what I've got left of it. One thing Scahill did, it's a lot of things Scahill's done, but mainly it's the reactions. When he's like, you know how dirty that floor is? And Nick goes, you know how dirty my penis is? And the look on his face. There's so many of them. It's amazing. How do I want to be remembered? I've gone through multiple things of how I want to be remembered. I want to be remembered as the guy who could always do something, the guy who could always get his hands on something. Honestly, I just hope to be remembered for something good at this point. What will I remember about AHS in 20 years? How it humbled me. I've seen a lot of people come and go, and hopefully they left an impact on me, and hopefully I'll leave an impact on whoever I go, like wherever I go. And Now, my clips I'd like to enter. I have 2 clips, and these guys, 2 of them have already graduated, but it's just my group and how everything's just always something that's always going on. It's always fun. My first one's gonna be my 2 closest friends. Or, yeah, 2 closest friends. One of them does not like cold water. It's on one of the coldest days of the year, and they're in there fighting right outside of it. And Matt just slams Adam into the water, and the look and the feeling of it all, the cold water and everything. And then the next one's going to be Riley and Matt as well, another really good friend of mine. Really close guys, like my brothers. But it shows the randomness of every day. How my big dog goes and attacks Riley, just messing with him, and Riley doesn't like big dogs. And then I cut over to the bathroom, and it's Matt shaving his face for the first time in a year. It's just the randomness that goes on that makes it very memorable.
Where you going? You going? Wait.